All right, now we're going to come to another topic here. Some people say I've talked about this too much, but if you listen to sports radio like I do, you can talk about LeBron James every single day. And I think I need to come back to this again. We talked a few times before about the notion of, can actors be replaced? Should they be replaced? When should they be replaced? And of course, it all revolved around the whole idea of Robert Downey Jr. As Iron Man. Now, as I've stated on the show before, Robert Downey Jr. is the only one of the Avengers cast right now who no longer has a contract. His contract to play Iron Man ends with Iron Man 3. Now, I had some people emailing me to say, no, John, he signed on for 9 more films and blah, blah, blah. I don't know where you heard that from, but it's completely not true. Let me just say definitively, Robert Downey Jr., his contract with Disney to portray Tony Stark and Iron Man ends with Iron Man 3. He is not under contract to do Avengers 2 or any future Iron Man films. Now, this has been the topic for a lot of discussion and debate, but I bring it up again because in an interview, I believe it was with Variety, Robert Downey Jr. just did talking about the character and talking about playing Tony Stark and his current status. He made a very interesting comment. Now, the reporter asked him about, on the set of Iron Man 3, Robert Downey Jr. suffered an injury while performing, while doing the film. And the reporter was asking him about them. And then Robert Downey said something very interesting. This is what he said. This is the quote. "It got me thinking about how big the message from your cosmic sponsor needs to be before you pick it up. How many genre movies can I do? How many follow-ups to a successful follow-up are actually fun?" He then went on to say, I don't know. Right now, I don't have a contract to do anything, and I did for the last 5 years. Obviously, if you read these comments and you hear what he's saying, look, how many superhero movies can I do? How many sequels to sequels to sequels can I do while it's still fun? And listen, we got to remember, Robert Downey Jr. has played this character for years. Years. This is his 4th film. Iron Man 3 will be his 4th film as Iron Man. He's done a lot. Now, some people will point out that Robert Downey Jr. owes it to Disney and to Marvel to continue being Iron Man because being Iron Man is what resurrected his career. Remember, his career was dead and gone. And a lot of people, including the studio at first, did not want Robert Downey Jr. There was a stigma attached to Robert Downey Jr. for a long time. So I understand what people are saying when they say he owes it. But at what point does he not owe it to anybody anymore? He's done great as Tony Stark. He's given so much life to that character. He's played it for years. He's done 4 movies as the character. And he's getting older. Like, he's going to be 50 in a couple of years. At what point do we as fans say, well done, to use a biblical verse, well done, good and faithful servant, go and rest? At what point do we say to him, hey, you know what? Just pat him back, say, thank you, RDJ, for doing such a great job as Iron Man. You deserve to walk away from it now, if that's what you choose. Now, of course, this brings us back to the whole debate. Then, well, what do you do with Iron Man? If Robert Downey Jr. decides it's time to hang it up and not play Iron Man anymore. Now, I've gotten some email from people who say stuff like, oh, no. If Robert Downey Jr. is not, only Robert Downey Jr. can play Iron Man. Only him, nobody else. And you seem to forget the fact that he wasn't even supposed to play Iron Man in the first place. They had other people in mind. There were other people that would have come after him had Robert Downey Jr. turned it down or had they not gone with him. And some people have suggested, well, if Robert Downey Jr. is not going to be Iron Man, then you just kill off Iron Man. Really? Look, I know that's a very populist thing to say, but I'm sorry. This principle holds true. Repeat this with me. The character is bigger than the actor. All right? Let's say that again. Take a deep breath. Let this cleansing truth flow through you. The character is bigger than the actor. If the unfortunate thing happens that Robert Downey Jr. decides to hang it up, and personally, I believe he will sign on for 1 more film. I believe Robert Downey Jr. will sign on to portray Iron Man in Avengers 2. That's what I believe. But If he chooses not to, remember, I'm not talking about Disney shouldn't decide to replace him. I'm saying if Robert Downey Jr. decides it's time to hang it up. Because if he still wants to play Iron Man, you let him play Iron Man. But if he decides it's time to hang it up, then you replace him. You replace him. Look, folks, I know it's very popular to say, no one else can play him. But folks, that's nonsense. That's nonsense. Maybe you'll have a hard time finding somebody who can play it better than him. Maybe you'll have a hard time finding someone that will make you forget Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man. But you can do it. You can replace him. There are a million very talented, super gifted actors out there who could step in, and we've listed a lot of them on this show before, and do a great job playing Iron Man. And what else can we ask? Because Iron Man is bigger than Robert Downey Jr. The character is bigger than the actor. And if Robert Downey Jr. decides, well-deservedly so, to hang it up, if that's what he chooses to do because he's earned it, then I think it's okay. We replace him, we put in a new Iron Man, and we move forward because the character and the story are bigger and more important than the actor portraying it. It's just the way it is. And I think if we just calm down and look at it rationally, that's the truth. Look, we all want Robert Downey Jr. back as Iron Man. I'm with you. You and I, my friends, are one on this. We are united in this love-making fest of we want Robert Downey Jr. But if he chooses to step away, then it's okay to go on with somebody else.
Hey guys, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and will keep you up to date on all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter to find out about our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.